Welcome back to Unnecessary.
Because nobody asked.
I'm Dani.
And I'm Liv.
And welcome back to the pod! It's gonna get more and more chaotic as the weeks go on.
Probably. Because
I get excited.
No, because it's also getting to the time where Dani is just constantly working, and I'm like, every time I see her, I need it. I need the chaos.
Yeah. And I'm living off of Alani's right now.
Speaking of, another Kim-Aid, because we don't have Diet Coke.
I dropped my phone and I need it for notes.
I got it.
Thank you.
I got longer arms.
Oh my gosh, this is like my Jacob Elordi moment. Have you seen that on TikTok? I'm so deep into Jacob Elordi TikTok because, I've been obsessed with Jacob Elordi.
Sorry.
I'm talking. I've been obsessed with Jacob Elordi for years now. I saw him in the kissing booth.
Wait, pause. Sorry. If you hear a clicking noise, the fan on my fireplace is currently broken.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what it is. Go off. The kissing booth.
I saw him in the kissing booth and I was like, yep, that is my perfect man. I love him so much. I have the biggest crush on him. He's probably my biggest celebrity crush, especially at the moment. Mm-hmm. With the way he's been looking. Hello. I
did not find him attractive at all in the kissing booth.
Oh, but
or in Euphoria. I was like,
I like that though. I like toxic men, which is really bad.
But guess what switched me?
Priscilla. I love Sophia Coppola. That was such a good movie. We just watched it, and why have him? Because he literally was the worst ever to Priscilla, and I was like, I'd let him do that to me.
He was the biggest asshole, the gaslighting
and
bitch.
I'd let him do it to me. Is that bad?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Am I
I
out of
get gaslit on a daily basis.
Yeah, you really do. Anyways, I'm so deep into Jacob Elordi TikTok that the video of him picking up, what's his name? Barry something. I forget his last name. He picked up his drink because he's so tall and he literally barely moved to pick up this drink from a bar stool chair type deal. Oh, I love that man so much. I could talk about him for hours. I'm not even kidding.
I'm sure.
Olivia Jade, watch your back because I'm coming for your man.
Oh.
She's 10 times prettier than I'll ever be.
Shut up.
Anyways.
We need to debrief.
We have a really good debrief.
Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to talk about.
You have more than I do, for sure. But that's also always how it goes.
Well, but also we both saw the 1975.
It was amazing.
Yesterday, which was incredible. But I saw them 2 days prior to that as well. So I have 2 shows to recap. Mm-hmm. You only have 1 show to recap.
Yeah.
So that's why
I have more. So do you want to start with your Toronto show?
Okay.
She literally made notes on each show, by the way.
This was my first pit show for the 1975, which is a really big deal for me because I love them so very much. I've loved them since their debut. And so to finally be pit was so fun. And Toronto is always one of their best shows, I feel like. So it's just to be pit and be in Toronto. It's just so, I can't. I was so excited. So I have a list of things because I didn't want to forget. And the first thing that I wrote was so fucking close it hurts my head. Which it was genuinely my reaction. I was so close to them at some points in the night and it was weird.
Yeah.
I had the same feeling with Ariana because I was front row for Ariana multiple times. And when the first time I ever saw her with my own eyes in person, weirdest experience of my entire life. Because it's suddenly they go from that person on your phone or on your computer to someone who's right in front of you.
Real person.
Yeah, and the thing is, I had the same thing with Lexi and Alex when I first met them because I had FaceTimed them for 2 years before I met them. And so when I met them in person, I was like, whoa, this is so strange. So it's not the fact that they're a celebrity, it's just the fact that I'm finally seeing them with my own eyes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And especially I've seen these men on my phone screen and my computer screen since 2013. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's been 10 years and I haven't seen them up close because I was in the nosebleeds every other time. I was barricade for B stage for people, and Maddie Healy spit on me, basically.
No, literally.
And I literally manifested it, and so did my friend Michelle. Shout out Michelle. We love you, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
We both separately without letting each other know that we like told our other friends that we want Maddie Healy to spit on us, and then he did. It was incredible. Maddie Healy is taller than me, confirmed. I can confirm that now. It was up for debate for 10 years.
Short king.
Short king. No, but he is taller than me. I think he is not lying when he says he's 5'11". Well, he says he's 6 foot. I think he's 5'11". I'm
11, so shut the fuck up.
Just for everyone. Ballad of Me and My Brain live. Incredible. That was like one of the best performances they've ever had. The visuals are insane, which the visuals for this entire tour is just it's so good. Maddie Healy, your brain is incredible, and I would never say that to your face. So if you ever hear this,
which say any of that to
which he never would hear this, but if you ever do hear me saying this, I did not say that. I manifested Falling for You on the set list because I love that song and it has a whole meaning. It's really annoying. Robbers Live is always a pleasure. It's something that I wrote down. And it really is. I love Robbers Live. The set, phenomenal, is another, which we already touched on.
Yeah.
I didn't think it could be better than their performance last year, but it somehow was. And I don't know how they did it. Also, Tim Healy. Tim Healy came out and sang All I Need to Hear. It was so cute. I love him. I literally, in my video for it, you see me realize that he's actually on the stage and I go, Tim! And then the last update from that night was that I met Max from the Arkells.
Yeah!
Which is crazy. And I literally manifested him being there because I said to Liv and Michelle, if any celebrity is going to be there, it's going to be Max.
Yeah. Max is a live music junkie in general.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, like, I expected Curtis Connor to be there, but then when I saw that Curtis Connor went to New York, I was like, oh, he might not be there. But like, Max was.
And Max is all up in the Toronto scene in general. Mm-hmm. So when there's like big concerts going, like, how much you want to bet he's going to Taylor Swift in Toronto?
Oh, like 1,000%.
Maybe.
And
more
the
than
thing
once.
is, I was literally right beside him for Harry, but I was on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that I was right beside him the entire night until afterwards.
And she sent me like a photo during the concert. She's like, I think this is Max from the Arkells.
No, the thing is, I knew it was him, but I was like...
She wanted to be sure.
I wanted to be like 100% sure because I didn't want to go up to like some random curly head man.
Yeah, because I was like, girl, you gotta ask for a picture. Like, that's awesome.
I know. And then I like didn't want to ask for a picture during the show because first of all, I just wanted to like jump around and dance and scream like I always do. So then I went up to him after and I got a photo. And it was...
He's just so sweet. Like,
he's so sweet. But I was so awkward because I hate asking people for photos. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, it's just... But I was like, I need to do this for the plot. I need to do this to show Liv that I actually met him.
Yeah, my dad, J-Dog, he was
J-Dog.
like... He was like, no shit. When I showed him the photo,
and I'm
it was
not gonna
so
lie,
funny.
I thought about it in that moment. I was like, I wonder what J-Dog
would J-Dog do?
Yeah.
Now my dad and I are the only ones that haven't met Max. My sister has met him.
You haven't met him?
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's shocking to me.
Yeah, I've never met him.
How did I meet him?
Because you went to a concert that
I should have said Jackson Square. Great album. I love Jackson Square. That's such a good album.
It is a really good album.
You would be like, why the fuck is that what you pick? You'd be like, really?
Honestly.
You'd be like, really?
He's like, are you sure? I'm like, what about our new stuff?
Trash. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways.
No, I'm just kidding. I like it. I like their new stuff.
Anyways, I also went to the 1995.
Yeah, so then 2 days later, saw them again. And Liv saw them.
So good.
Liv was in the pit for this one.
Okay, I am not... Like, I'm new to the 1975. And I saw a TikTok that perfectly described the way I will listen to the 1975. And I'm sure the way a lot of people listen to the 1975. Including
me, who's been a fan for 10 years.
Because you do not know what that man is saying.
Ever.
It's just sounds. Like, just sound. Like,
Ever.
Yep, sounds are coming out of his mouth.
And we have a we have a
Mm-hmm.
We have a podcast topic on this that will come in later weeks about, like, enunciation.
Yeah.
And... it's just, I, like, have listened to this band for 10 years, and I still don't know what he's saying half the time.
Like...
And I also grew up an Ariana Grande fan, so, like, I'm pretty good at, like, deciphering.
Hey. if I put my mind to it and listen to them for 3 hours straight, I'm sure that I can decode the words coming out of his mouth.
Yep.
However, having that experience live, I was like, what are you saying? But like the songs that I've listened to in Danny's car, like over and over again, like there are lines that the ones that I know, I put my whole heart into screaming.
Well, and the thing is, like, I mean, I knew most of the words, but there are some songs where it's like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying right now. Like,
it's just like,
yep. But like songs like "Love It If We Made It," if you don't sing that live, we're not friends.
Or like the bits of "Oh Caroline," I'm like, oh.
Or like "Robbers," like like all the like classics. So, anyways, the 1975 yesterday. First half was great.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole show was great. I'm not going to say that they always put on a good show. The first half was like great, normal vibes. The second half got weird.
It did. Like
First of all, the venue sucked.
Yeah. And
so I think that went into a lot of the problems.
Yeah.
So how do we word this? After somebody else, they took a 2-minute break. I think it was longer than 2 minutes, but they said we'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
which is like so unusual for them. Like very unusual. They don't do that. People are saying that Maddie like looked at his phone and then that happened. So I don't know if it was like a personal thing or if it's a technical thing. It honestly would not have shocked me if it was a technical thing because that venue sucked ass.
I said that he got dumped. Which is probably not true. But
not at all.
It was kind of
He looks too good lately to like be like
effect.
Yeah, like he looks way too good lately to be like on the rocks with Gabriette. Like there's no way. But yeah, that happened and then someone passed out in pit, which is so unsurprising because that pit was jam packed and they were still selling pit tickets 5 minutes before the show. Which is insane. That pit was like so full. I'm not surprised someone passed out. But also, like, what are y'all doing? Listen to your body. Like, listen to the cues that I know it sucks that you have to like go back further to like get some air. Yeah. But it's so worth it. And honestly, back of pit is where it's at. Yeah. Like back of pit is so fun. It's like the best time ever. So yeah, that all happened and like we didn't get Girls and we didn't get Give Yourself a Try, which I love that song. And we didn't get them on B stage for people. They just did it on main stage, which I wasn't too mad about because I was barricaded for people on B stage 2 days prior and Maddie Healy spit on me. So it was nice to see like the whole visuals of people because the visuals are insane.
I did not expect that.
The visuals are so good and I didn't see any of it because Maddie Healy was right in my face. Of course I'm not going to turn to go look at the main stage as much as I wanted to look at George because George is my baby and I love him. But yeah. Anyways, do you have anything?
See, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Honestly, you black out, so that's why I have this list.
It's such a surreal feeling where it's like I'll listen to them and I'll watch TikToks and I never really understand the whole like theatricality of Maddie Healy, but it is insane. Like
so good.
It's almost like he gets paid to do nothing. Like he's just chilling singing.
Yeah.
He's sitting on a couch singing, but it's like so artistic and beautiful. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, and also we can talk about how he confirmed that it's not an indefinite hiatus.
Yeah, they are coming back.
And the next tour will be No Phones, which is so exciting. I think that'll be so fun.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I record everything.
The thing is, like, I went into yesterday and I was like, I'm not gonna record anything. I recorded in Toronto. Those are way better anyways. I was recording the entire time. Like, I can't help myself because I get so excited. My
friend, he's like, you're posting everything on your story. Like, you're annoying. I'm like, this is probably the first and only time I will see the 1975. Like, I'm having a good time.
I'm seeing the 1975 every other tour because I missed out on them when I was younger and I don't want to miss out ever again. But yeah, I think No Phones will be so fun because it'll because whenever I don't record, I have such a good time. Like the second night of Harry, I remember so vividly because I was barely recording. And I just shouldn't focus on like getting good photos and stuff like that. However, last night I got great George Daniel content, and I was so happy because I have loved that man for so long.
Yeah,
and it's so hard to see him because he's so like far upstage.
Yeah, he's elevated and at the back of the stage.
Yeah, and like last year when I saw them, I was side stage, and so there was a huge wall in front of him, so I didn't see him at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then on like in Toronto, it was just so hard to get like good photos of him, and I like didn't want to look up at the screens because they were right in front of me. I'm not gonna like look at the screens.
Yeah.
So I finally got good George content, which was really nice.
which is what she purposely went for. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
I only went for George Daniel the second time. Maddie Healy, fuck you. Just kidding. I love Maddie Healy so much.
I know.
And Ross has been looking so good. And Adam. I always leave out Adam because he's married and he's like, I love him and Carly so much that I'm like, I never think of him in that way. But he's so adorable and so cute and I love him. And he's so incredibly talented. I love Han so much. But Ross, he let his hair down on B stage right in front of me and was just jamming, and it was so hot. I have never seen that man look hotter in my entire life. It's the girlfriend effect. He has a girlfriend and now he's looking hotter than ever. Not that he ever looks bad. But yeah. And then the last thing I have, sorry, I'm talking so much.
No, it's fine.
The last thing I have is Peanut. I got great Peanut content because he was right in front of me.
I was so confused that entire time.
Yeah,
about what was going
honestly,
on.
I'm never confused anymore because I'm like, it's just Maddie Healy's brain. I feel like actually Maddie Healy and I have a similar way of going about things, like thinking things up. Because it's just so, like, it's so random, but there's purpose. You know?
J-Dog.
J-Dog.
Hello. Sorry for that brief intermission.
It's always J-Dog.
It's always my dad. My dad
love
came
it, though.
downstairs because we had fireplace issues earlier today. So that buzzing noise, if you did hear it, is now gone because I asked him to fix it. And then he came down to talk about the cold weather. If anybody wanted the Rock Band Wii drum kit and to eat a Kit Kat. A Biscoff Kit Kat. And to quote J-Dog, it's fucking delicious.
And I can confirm.
It is really good. Better than the Cinnabon.
Yep.
You had the caramel one?
The caramel one's delicious. It would be so good frozen. I'm a frozen chocolate girly.
Yeah, I freeze Mars bars.
Mm-hmm.
And I have
Good.
a Wonder Bar upstairs and I want to freeze.
Mm-hmm. Anything
Delish.
frozen
What
is
were we
better.
talking about? 'Cause I don't remember.
I think we were
It
just
wasn't
wrapping
Maddie
up.
Healy. We were wrapping that up. Oh, we were talking about Peanut.
Oh yeah, Peanut jump scare.
Yeah, I was very confused at what Peanut was. It is
Aren't
a
we all?
naked Maddie Healy body.
Mhm.
With a limp penis. Like, everything.
Yep. And it.
Do you think it's accurate size?
I don't think he would. He might.
The look that I just gave Danica.
I would rather not know. For
I
my
feel
like
it's accurate. But it also, from the look of it, looked like it was uncut. So he could be a grower. He's
Yeah.
not a shower.
yeah.
Why are we talking about that part? Why did I bring that up?
I don't know. But yeah, words. I've been talking for so long.
Words are hard.
The 1975 Slade, this tour, they're still on tour for a couple weeks. So if you have the chance to go see them, if they're in your town,
Go.
they're in your city,
Go.
fucking go, dude.
It was so good.
Because it's going to be their last one for a while. I think they're probably going to take like 2-3 years
Ooh.
before they come back.
Yeah, maybe.
And I'm so excited for a new album from them because I'm itching for one, even though being funny in a foreign language was only a year ago. But yeah, I love them. They're geniuses with music, and yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Moving into our main topic, which kind of has to do with them in a way.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
I know.
More so for you.
Yeah, I for sure can relate these two.
This week, we want to talk about the things we had access to on the internet at way too young of an age.
Because we, like, grew up in a time where, like, we didn't really know much about the internet.
No.
And it blew up so fast. Yeah. It, like, rapidly grew. So having, like, Well, I had unrestricted access to the internet.
I had semi-restricted access to the internet.
And so I've seen things at way too young of an age that I should not have seen.
And I look back and I'm like, yeah, why was I watching this on YouTube? Why was I...
Yeah, like, why was this normalized?
Yeah.
Almost.
It was crazy. And then, like, now the internet is so different.
Very different.
It's insanely different that people want it as a career.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, growing up, it wasn't really a career, I guess. It was more so like they blew up and they just continued to make.
Yeah, and then they somehow made money. Like, they found a way to make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'll start with the first topic, just that ties into the 1975.
Yeah.
Tumblr.
Yeah.
I was a Tumblr girly. I feel like that's a shock to no one.
No one at all. I was not a Tumblr girly.
But I
was briefly on Tumblr.
I was the perfect age for Tumblr, is the thing.
When were you on it?
In, like, high school. Like, early high school.
Yeah, I only, like, touched upon it in, like, 8th grade.
Yeah. See, like, I was in high school when you were in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So, I, like, was the perfect age, like, what's the word? Age consumer for them. Like
the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, like, literally was their market. And
their target audience.
That's exactly what I was looking for. And so I've seen some things because of Tumblr.
Yeah.
That I should not have seen as a, like, 13
like porn.
Year old.
There used to be porn all over Tumblr.
All over. Like, that was my first introduction to it.
It wasn't like the stuff that I saw wasn't like intense gross porn, but I know that that's what existed on fucking Tumblr.
Yeah, I've seen things.
But it was those like really intense. Do you remember Imagines? Like, it was those really like intense Imagines on Tumblr. Yeah. And they were all One Direction.
And I would reblog them all.
And I would literally like screenshot them and save them on my phone.
Yep.
Or on my iPod. I had like a first generation iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
It was insane.
Me too. Yeah, Tumblr went wild.
Like, I obviously knew people who were way more Tumblr involved than I was. Like,
yeah,
my old friend Olivia, she had so much on her Tumblr. Like, it was crazy. She was like a Sherlock girly, so she had like 6 different like.
I don't want to think about my old Tumblr because
I don't even remember how Tumblr works.
Like, I don't want to think about my Tumblr account. I don't want to know what was on there.
I know mine was One Direction Imagines and something about Shane Dawson for sure.
Mine was a lot about music, obviously. Like, the 1975 Arctic Monkeys, like, all that shit. Yeah. But, like...
Mine was not aesthetic at all.
Mine was aesthetic. I will say that.
Everything you have is, like, about aesthetics.
Yeah. That's true. But that's where it started, kind of, was Tumblr.
Of course.
And then, like, Tumblr went into Stan Twitter, and I've seen some things on Stan Twitter, even that, like, now, as a, like, grown adult, I would never want.
Yeah.
Especially, like, on Ariana Stan Twitter, they went wild, like, reposting videos. Like, I've seen so much. I'm gonna say a word, and if you were on Ariana Stan Twitter, you will be traumatized by this word. Whisk. You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm good.
Okay. Moving on.
What's the next one you want to get into? Well, kind of like Tumblr Imagines, Wattpad fanfiction.
Oh God, I was a fanfic consumer till I die.
I was a fanfic consumer in like 7th, 8th grade. I think that was when like I really got internet access because I got a phone at 13. Mm-hmm. So like, not to expose myself here, but I read almost every Shane Dawson fanfic that I could find.
Crazy to me. Mine was a lot of One Direction.
I wrote one. I wrote a Shane Dawson fanfic, and I'm very embarrassed about it, but I think it's so fucking funny.
I want to read that.
I might still have it. I have like 4 chapters. Like...
I know I tried to start writing a One Direction fanfic, but I gave up like so fast because I was like, this is harder than it looks.
It really is. Like, all the power to Brittany Broski.
No, for real.
Her sister has like 100-something chapters about a Logan Paul fanfic.
No.
Yes, I was watching one of her videos. I rewatch everything.
Yeah.
I rewatch everything.
Me too.
And I think it was when they were making dog biscuits. We'll watch this YouTube video after.
Okay.
Brittany Broski at one point goes, she did not have Logan Paul's baby. And the sister, like, cups her mouth and Brittany's, like, shook. But, like, her sister went, like, viral on that fanfic. Like, it was so popular. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Honestly, I think I should have been a fanfic writer in my past life.
What's even crazier to me now is, like, so I am in TV broadcasting, TV and film broadcasting. Mm-hmm. I have applied to jobs at Wattpad Studio because they're making films out of Wattpad.
Lexi has too.
Oh my god! Like the whole After series coming from Wattpad is insane.
Don't get me started on
After.
After.
That series.
Don't get me started on After. I read it when it was on like Wattpad. I haven't watched any of the movies because I don't want to ruin my experience with it.
So, Grace made me watch all of them because it lined up where they came out. Mm-hmm. Like a couple days after her birthday. So we'd go to a birthday dinner and then go watch that movie and we'd be the only ones in the theater like laughing hysterically at how stupid the movies are. I haven't seen the last one, but we were going to go see it in theaters. Yeah. And oh my god.
Yeah.
Fanfiction's crazy.
Fanfiction's crazy.
Like take this in, okay? After is a Harry Styles fanfiction. Mm-hmm. 50 Shades of Grey is a Twilight fanfiction.
That's crazy. That's nutso.
Right?
I will say there are some fanfics that I like have reread and I want to reread again because I want to revisit them. I haven't read fanfic in like a couple of years now. And
fanfic is smutty books at this point.
No, for real. But I want to revisit Duplicity.
Okay.
Such a good one. Harry Styles fanfic. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
But yeah, there's just something about like Harry Styles being like a mobster that is like great and like that I want to read about as a like 13-year-old girl, you know? That's all the 13-year-old girl ever needs.
Is a mobster Harry Styles.
That kidnaps her. Like, that was my dream.
Oh my god.
I read Shawn Mendes fanfic too, because that was my Shawn Mendes phase in high school.
Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, and it's weird because he's my age. Yeah. So I look back and I'm like, whoa. Like, and also he like grew up an hour away from us. So like, I could have been like in his class. Like, that's weird to me. And I think I mentioned in a prior episode that I think that I rejected him in grade 8.
Did we post that one?
I don't know.
It might be in the
vault. It might be in a lost episode. I won't explain it. It's stupid. Anyways,
the internet. What else did we have on the internet? Did you ever do Omegle?
Oh yeah.
I never did.
Yeah, I did Omegle, and
it's gone now.
Good.
They took it down.
Good.
Yeah.
Because
it scared me.
No little girl should ever be on that.
I only ever watched YouTubers on Omegle.
I only did it at like friends' houses. I never did it on my computer. Never did it in my house.
Yeah.
Only at my friend's house, like during sleepovers, we would do it. But like that was I feel like that was normal.
Maybe I did do it for a couple minutes at my old friend's house.
Yeah. But I was always, like, the scared one. Like, I would, like, run away and, like, not be in camera and, like... Mm-hmm. Because it's terrifying.
Yeah, no, I wasn't on camera.
It is so scary. But, like, chat rooms in general...
Yeah. I used to be in a lot of them. I used to come home from school and go on our downstairs computer and, like, join, like, an online chat room and talk to a bunch of strangers. And it was really creepy. And I used to do it with Grace.
It's so crazy.
I used to do it with my best friend. It was...
There were, I don't even remember, like, specific chat rooms. But
not the ones online, but I remember Kik.
Kik? Oh.
And, like, going into, like, those groups on Kik.
I don't like Kik. Fuck Kik. I have trauma with that one. But, like, even, like, the games that were, like, basically just chat rooms, like, like, I envy you or whatever, and Our World.
Everyone had IMVU. Mm-hmm. I never did.
Yeah, I did.
I had Webkins. No, that's a lie.
Webkins chat rooms got crazy before they
they're like, oh, here's the suggested things that you can say and you can't type your own.
I remember I bullied, I bullied so many people on that because I would want to perform and then they would go on stage and I'd be like, shut up. No one likes you. I'm performing. Get off my stage.
I used to play Movie Star Planet when it came
out.
Movie
Star Planet it was so fun.
So I had like my own like character, and like she was great and she was funny, like she was so pretty. But then I also made like almost like a burner account.
Not the burner.
Where I was a boy. I was a boy
Period.
character, and I would like get like these online girlfriends.
Yeah.
And like they would like take it so seriously, and then I would just like purposely try to cause
I was
fights
one
with
of them.
Probably. Yeah. I was like,
I loved Movie Star Planet.
oh my god. Like, you can't find any of that anymore. I feel
Movie
like.
Star Planet's still
Is
around.
it?
Yeah, Singe and Drowning does it like all the time. They do videos on it still.
Can you type?
Yeah.
Still? We're gonna.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make one.
Also, like, I feel like Roblox is like what those types of things
Yeah,
were for the
that's
kids
true.
nowadays. Roblox goes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
My friends have been banned from Roblox so much. Which the only time I go on Roblox really is to like put on like concerts with my friend Alex because it's actually so fun and it sounds so lame, but it's like
I love
not.
that. No.
I just want to relive the Eras tour every day of my life.
For real. Might as well.
Yeah.
Do your best.
Well, one time, okay, I put on the Chromatica ball, I think it was, for one of our friends.
Oh my god.
And it was incredible on Roblox. I did such a good job, not to toot my own horn. But yeah, no, Alex and I have this whole thing, and I'm like, Alex, you'll just be my lighting tech when I go on tour, because, like, you have Roblox experience. That's all you need. It's just pushing buttons, right?
It really isn't, but it turns into that.
Yeah.
Sure.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he can do it.
No, he for sure could.
Yeah,
I believe in him.
That's insane.
Yeah.
YouTube is the biggest thing, though.
YouTube shaped me as the, like, human I am today.
I am still obsessed with YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
And I will probably die on that hill. I want to do YouTube videos so bad, but I know no one will watch them.
Yeah, me.
This is my creative outlet, and I don't care who listens to it or not.
Yeah, for real.
Even though we don't even have, like, a video to edit. Like,
yeah.
hopefully soon.
Well,
we're working on it.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully I'll make music soon, and you can do videos for that and stuff.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
I'm anxiously picking off all of my acrylic
Yeah,
nails.
I'm watching that happen, and I'm just letting it happen at this point. But YouTube, I think that's why I want to say this as like a kind of random thought. I think I'm really good at a British accent because I watched the Brits on YouTube for so many years that it's just, and I was a One Direction stan.
On YouTube. Please don't say Sandpepper.
No, absolutely not.
Remember Sandpepper?
I do remember. I mean, this one's kind of, I guess, problematic still, but Marcus Butler, I loved him.
Why is he problematic?
He said some things.
Yeah.
He's kind of a shit human, I think.
A Joe and Casper Lee. Well,
Oh.
Casper Lee's South African.
Yeah, I loved Casper Lee as well. And
but, like,
also Zoella.
The jokes they played on each other were my favorite.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I kind of want to watch them later.
Yeah. No, I loved the Brits. Like, just all of them I watched.
Okay, so every YouTuber that I ever enjoyed became controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Jenna Marbles.
Yeah, I will die on that hill that she's not problematic.
She is not problematic in the slightest.
And I hate that the internet made her think that she is. I was
a huge Shane Dawson fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, crazy.
I like
crazy
Shane Dawson,
fan.
yeah.
My godmother one year for Christmas got me a shirt that said Mrs. Shane Dawson.
Ew.
And the front said, I love YouTube. I could probably find a selfie in it, honestly.
Ew.
Yeah.
I would burn that shirt.
But, oh my god. So I was still such a fan that remember when the Jeffree Shane palette was coming out? Grace bought me the emerald sweater. Like the limited edition emerald pig sweater. And 2 weeks later, he got fucking canceled.
Okay, I will say though, I did try and get the palette, and I thought my order went through, but then they canceled it.
I'm kind of happy I didn't get the palette.
And so it
would have been such a waste.
No, honestly, I'm so happy that the order didn't go through because it would have been such a waste of money. I would not have used it.
No, not at all. It was not even that good of a color palette at all.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, I also grew up like watching Trisha Paytas.
Me too.
I love her.
I love her so much.
I still do. Yeah. Yeah. I also got YouTube taken away from me.
Oh. Can't relate.
When I was like in elementary school or something, I had YouTube taken away for like a couple months. Like it felt so long because I was in my room watching YouTube. My mom came in and she asked me to go do something and I put the iPad down And when I had come back, the iPad was not in my room. And she's like, Olivia, come here now. And I was like, oh no. And she was like, what the fuck are you watching? And it was the Touch My Body challenge, but it was Trisha Paytas and Lisa Schwartz, Shane's ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what is this? I'm like, it's just a challenge that everybody's doing on YouTube. And I was like showing her others. She's like, do you think this is appropriate? I was like, oh God.
I love that.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome not having YouTube for like a couple months. I had so many Jenna
wouldn't have
Marbles movies.
survived.
I barely survived.
I would not have survived. I was on YouTube every day for hours after school. It was so bad. Like, and I think that's a reason why I didn't take school seriously, because I was like, I just want to watch YouTube.
Yep.
And also, did you go through a David Dobrik phase?
I sure did.
Yep. I did too. But, okay, the things on YouTube were, like, actually kind of insane. Like, why did I have access to, like, things like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared when I was too young?
Literally.
But also, the thing about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is my mom had, like, caught my brother showing it to me, but she thought it was the funniest thing that it scared me, because it's not that scary looking back.
Yeah.
But she thought it was so funny that it scared me, and she also loved the video for some odd reason. So they both just tortured me with it.
It was so good. I love that movie. I love that fucking song.
It's so fun.
I still quote it.
Yeah.
Remember Salad Fingers?
No. I hated Salad Fingers. I'm realizing I have a lot of trauma from things that my brother showed me on YouTube because he knew that they would scare me.
I will die on the hill that I have never seen Two Girls, One Cup, One Man, One Horse. The Sandbox one. I've never seen
also,
single
like,
one of those.
Like, do you remember Pain Olympics? Was that ever a thing? It was a thing in middle school with me.
It sounds familiar, but no.
I have this, it's such a, like, fuzzy memory, but in computer lab, before they figured out that, like, YouTube was bad and everything, and that there was, like, all this stuff that we could find on YouTube, so it wasn't banned on the computer labs yet. But, like, the boys would show us, like, these type of videos, and, like, the Pain Olympics was, like, them, like, kicking each other in the balls or something, or, like, stapling them. It's, like
Jackass.
Yeah, like, it was fucking gross, though. And just seeing that at such a young age is, like, unsettling. I don't like that. You know?
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable thinking about old YouTube stuff. Mm-hmm. And, like, the old trends and shit that would go around. Like, I can't
also, like, the jump scare videos.
Yeah, like, remember when Slender Man, everyone was playing Slender Man?
Oh, God.
That was insane, too. Mm-hmm. I love that, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, I do feel, in a sense, YouTube has changed for the better. Mm-hmm. Because, like, if YouTube was still the same thing, I don't think anyone... I don't think anyone would be safe.
For real.
But, like, YouTube now, I love so much. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was obsessed with YouTube then, but I love it a lot more now. Like, I have, like, the Try Guys are, like, my favorite thing on YouTube right now. Especially they Try Guys Without a Recipe. My favorite thing ever.
See, I don't really watch that much YouTube anymore, solely because my recommended is so unhinged right now, because I have a hard time sleeping, and so what I watch to go to bed is people driving on Tokyo highways in the rain. And so my whole recommended is, like, 10 hours Tokyo highway driving.
Tokyo Drift?
or like, it would, like, I'll watch, like, Julie and Solomita, like, doing Truck Simulator.
I have a Jenna Marbles playlist that's 150 videos that I fall asleep to every night.
So, like, that's what my recommended is. So I feel like I don't see a lot of, like, YouTube videos anymore.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to a lot of people. Like, I'll go through my YouTube channel right now, like, my personal one, and tell you that I only watch Jenna Marbles. Like, let's look who I'm
And I feel like a lot of, like, what I watch on YouTube now is podcasts. Like, Emergency Intercom Canceled, like, I'll watch those, or H3, like...
The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I constantly watch are Brittany Broski, Jenna Marbles, The Try Guys, Julian 2, and Kian and JC. Because I was an O2L girly.
I was an O2L girly.
So when they, like, disbanded, I was like, okay, I still want to watch Kian and JC because they were my two favorites anyways. Yeah. But, like, I'm subscribed to so many.
I know. I'm subscribed to a lot of people, too. And, like, some are, like, really random.
I'm so subscribed to Colleen Ballander.
I recognized that the other day and I unsubscribed so fast because I didn't realize I was still subscribed.
Yeah.
We need to watch that video.
Yes, she posted for the first time in a couple months.
Which is insane.
Which it doesn't show that on my thing. What is it called? Oh, she's already posted a lot.
No.
3 days ago, fall vlog. 2 days ago, what I've been up to. 1 day ago, watching old footage and making ornaments. 5 hours ago, she chopped her hair off.
Is she serious?
She's like,
This ain't real
I'm
life.
back.
Even Shane Dawson didn't do it this fast.
He made like one video. Oh, I thought she deleted Toxic Gossip Train. She didn't. It's there. Okay, she, in her Toxic Gossip, we're just going off about YouTube now. In her Toxic Gossip Train video, she looked like salad fingers.
Yes, I agree. As someone who has salad fingers trauma, I agree.
Do you remember the Fine Bros?
Yes.
Oh my god, are
That's
they still
crazy.
relevant?
No, because they suck. They're definitely not relevant.
But I used to watch those videos all
Yeah.
the time. Like the kid react, the
Yeah.
elder react or whatever. Oh my god.
Mhm.
What was that YouTube video called where it's like they were horses and they were like magical unicorns?
Oh,
or
Charlie
whatever?
the Unicorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only watched a couple of those. Or the Happy Tree Friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to know why I know these things? Freaking PewDiePie.
Oh, I love PewDiePie. I watched him all the
That for a
time.
minute. I've seen every single Happy Wheels video that he has ever made. And there's like 200, maybe more.
Mm-hmm. No, I went through a PewDiePie phase for sure. Like, hard.
I used to ask for YouTube merch for Halloween.
I asked for things for Halloween too.
I used to ask for YouTube merch for Christmas, knowing I would never, ever get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not in a million years would I ever get that.
You want to know what's unhinged that I used to watch on YouTube all the time? Minecrafters.
Never. I never did.
I was a Minecraft girly. I coded a Minecraft server once. It's still biggest accomplishment of my life because it was fucking hard. It's actually not. People are like, you're stupid if you can't figure that out. But I'm not technically like, I'm not good with tech at all.
See, let's look at what my recommended is right now. Pull up yours too.
Oh God.
Mine is, my first couple videos are Try Guys Make Hand-Pulled Noodles with No Recipe. A Kitchen Nightmares compilation.
Mm-hmm.
A Julian playing Super Mario. Trixie and Brittany Broski Funniest Moments. Hell's Kitchen compilation. And then Overnight in Haunted Winchester House with Sam and Colby. Garrett Watts is my baby, and I love him so much, and I would do anything for him.
I need to watch the new Sam and Colby.
I haven't yet, so we'll watch it together.
Mine is canceled. The newest canceled. I watched like producers and like people react to music. So one of those. The Broski Report, and it's the Free Me from Jacob Elordi episode. And then it's Trisha's podcast, Singe and Drowning, Good Mythical Morning, and then like the 8 hours.
Speaking of Trisha Paytas, she announced today that she's expecting baby number 2.
I know, that's so exciting. I'm so happy for her.
I hope it's a boy.
I know, me too.
Because she's gonna name it Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Someone on TikTok today said, if it's a boy, Elvis, because she already announced that, but if it's a girl, Presley. And I'm like, Presley in Malibu actually sounds so cute.
I think Presley is such a cute name.
Yeah.
Such a cute name.
I love that.
I love like names after musicians. It's my thing.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my like animals will be named after musicians though, rather than children. Like
Danica wants to get an orange tabby and name it Freddie, and then a black cat, and it's gonna be Stevie Nicks.
Mm-hmm. Well, the orange tabby will be Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, yes.
Just to clarify.
Not just Freddie. Sorry.
And then a black cat named Stevie Nicks.
I don't know what I'm gonna name my cat.
I do want a golden retriever though, and I want to name him Conrad and call him Connie.
Shut
because that's so pretty, and I think it's so cute.
You are not allowed to do that.
No, I am doing it. Conrad is such a golden retriever name. Are you kidding?
I will not call your dog by his name if I ever meet him.
I don't know if I'll ever get a dog because dogs are a lot of work. Yeah. I'm a cat lady.
You are a cat lady.
I'm such a cat lady. It's really bad.
You should get one of the cats that Taylor Swift has and name it Taylor Swift.
you imagine?
That'd be so funny.
I would look crazy. I just thought of something.
What?
I should name a cat Maddie Healy. How funny would that be?
Did My Little Baby, I have a
My Little Baby.
I have a calico critter cat. And they're like teeny tiny little babies. Yeah. I named it Catty Healy because I took him to the 1975.
I love that.
And he kind of looks like the ash of a cigarette because he's fuzzy and gray. So it works.
No, because I thought immediately of that tweet that's like, this is the calico critter that my friend Ash is there.
Oh my gosh, if you guys want a questionable but hilarious photo, you need to Google calico critter. Calico critter. What is like ash?
Yeah.
Like ash cigarette on calico critter.
Yeah. It's so funny.
It's so funny. I don't understand.
Why would who would do that?
That's so not nice. The poor baby.
I love calico critters. They're so adorable. Why would you ash
My
on it?
neighbor had so many calico critters, and we were never allowed to play with them. But when we went inside, we were allowed to play with them, but that was a rare occasion. Right. So I used to try to snivel my way inside to play with the calico critters, and I was like, hey, Shiva, let's go inside. Let's play with your calico critters. Because we could play with Barbies outside, but sometimes I don't want to play with the Barbies.
Yeah.
I want to play with the cats. The calico critters.
I just imagine you like breaking into their house to play with.
She had everything. She had the whole house, dude.
That's crazy.
And now my neighbors across the street have it, and they don't deserve it because they're crazy.
They should have gave it to you.
They should have. They really should have.
Yeah.
Gosh, we went through our topic fast. Actually.
We did. I know. I thought I had more to talk about with this. I will say, like, I feel like because I was exposed to so much on the internet as a like child that I like quickly became very safe on the internet. And I know that's not like a lot of people's experience, but like I was so scared of it that I immediately became safe with it. Like when I first was talking with Alex, who was one of my best friends in the entire world, we met. So I knew him on Twitter because he was kind of like popping on Twitter, on Ariana Twitter. And I had posted on Instagram some like Ariana merch and then got reposted. Like it was this whole big thing. And he responded to one of my like stories or something. Or like I got reposted on an Ariana fan page. And then he DM'd me and was like asking about the merch. And I told him and I was like, by the way, are you this on Twitter? And he was like, oh my God, yeah. And I was like, I follow you because I also go to the Toronto shows. And then we became friends that way. He followed me back on Twitter because he was popping on Twitter, so he didn't follow like a lot of people back.
Yeah.
And he followed me back, and then he was like asking about where I live and everything, and I was like so weirded. I was like so weird with it at first because I was like, what if he's like catfishing? Like, what if he's some creepy dude? Which I knew he wasn't. I had his Instagram, I had his like Twitter, like, and there was so much of him on there.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, like I live around this area. And he was like, he always brings it up now. He's like, remember when you like didn't want to tell me where you live? And I was like, yeah, because I didn't know if you were like a stranger. But then I FaceTimed him and then it was fine.
Thank God. Thank God for FaceTime.
Yeah, but I was...
He's still a catfish, actually.
Yeah, he actually is still a catfish.
But like honestly, now the internet, you just meet people on the internet.
Yeah, no, because...
Like, Tinder, Hinge, Bumble is all about meeting people on the internet. But people meet people on Twitter, on Instagram.
But fully, like, the first time I met Alex and Lexi in person, I stayed at Lexi's house in Lexi's bed.
Yeah.
That's insane. The first time I ever met her, I met her 4 hours prior. And I was sleeping in her bed. Not in a weird way.
No, just a
She wishes.
way.
Just kidding. We're both so straight. Like, but no, like, I look back on that and I'm like, I just stayed at her house, and my mom was perfectly fine with it.
That's crazy. I feel like my mom would not.
To be fair, we had FaceTimed every day for like 2 years almost.
Fair.
So like, we like had planned this out for so long, and like, if you see Lexi's like so
a child,
so small, so tiny.
She's just a baby.
She could never hurt me. So, yeah.
Oh, I cocked my fist.
But yeah, I met them in the Eaton Center.
Ow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I met them in the Eaton Center Nordstrom Cafe.
Wow, I didn't even know Nordstrom.
Yeah. Yep. And I fully saw Alex coming, like, towards me in his little Sherpa sweater that had clouds on it that one of Ariana's dancers had as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a whole experience. And then we just, like, roamed the streets of Toronto. It was so fun. That's, like, one of my, like, best memories is when we met Ariana.
That's cute. And her dog.
Well, no, that was the birthday show, which is also one of my, like, that show was so much better than the one that I met her at, but they were both incredible. But, like, that one, there was a lot less pressure and, like,
yeah,
it was a lot easier. And also that whole show was crazy for us. We have such weird stories from that show. And okay, I had pink hair at the time because I was like bleach blonde. So I did like a semi-permanent like 2-week pink hair moment for the show. And people kept texting me or like Snapchatting me and they're like, "Is this you at Barricade?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And also like the thing with Ariana's like fandom is we all like know each other. I feel like we all like see each other at like the shows and everything. So like Alex and I recreated some of her looks when we were meeting her, and so then the next show they would like come up to us and be like, "Oh, you guys were at that show," and it felt so weird. I was like, why do they remember us? Like it's so strange because you see the same people like at these shows.
I've never really had that experience.
I've met so many people from concerts. So many people.
But it's like you also like a lot of your friends you've met because of the internet. Like I don't have that. Yeah.
Well, because I was gonna go to Ariana alone if not. So I was kind of forced to.
True, I guess.
And like if you do go to shows alone, like you meet people. And because you're all like-minded, like you all love this person that you're going to see. It's like it's a great place to make friends.
Yeah, I feel like I don't go to, like, this sounds so weird, actually. Like, I don't go to concerts of, like, people that I listen to because for the longest time, you know what I fucking listen to? Musicals and the Glee cast.
Yep.
Like, I didn't go to Glee, the concert.
Oh, I was so
You think
mad
I was
at
going to be
him.
taken there? No.
Yeah.
I was not taken there. But, like, the concerts that I've gone to are all because, like, my sister wanted to go or my bestie Hope has taken me. It wasn't like, oh, this show's happening, I'm buying a ticket.
Right.
It was like, oh, the Arkells are in Hamilton, we're going.
Yeah.
Oh, went to go see the Zolas at the Casbah. Freaking great show. My sister wanted to go. That's why I went.
Yeah. I will say, like, I've met a lot of people on the internet because of music, but I've also met a lot of people just in lines. Because, like, if you want to be, like, close up, you're waiting in line for a while. Or if you're, like, waiting for box office tickets because Ticketmaster sucks. You just, like, you meet people because you're all, like, around each other. Like, you just start talking to everyone. I don't know. Or, like, I don't know. It's just, you meet people when you're there. Like, even in the pit. Like.
Gonna be in the pit.
Because I finna be in the pit. So, yeah. Or, like, if you, like, are passing someone, you like their outfit, and then you start talking to them. It's like concerts are actually a great way to meet people.
Meet friends, yeah. Because you know you have
fun.
a similar interest. Well, now that we've made our way back to music, what's your song of the week?
I have 2 songs of the week.
What's the first one?
The first one's Falling For You by the 1975.
I love that.
And the second one is Ballad of Me and My Brain by the 1975.
I'm sorry, Maddie Healy, you were speaking? I couldn't understand a word.
Ballad of Me and My Brain by the 1975.
Ballad of Me and My Brain. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Slay. I don't think I've heard that one, actually.
You should see my face right now. I'm appalled.
She's a little shook. Mine is also a song by the 1975. It is Chocolate because they didn't play it on Monday, and that was like my favorite.
And they were supposed to play it in Toronto, but then they did Ballad of Me and My Brain. So
I feel like we were supposed to get Chocolate.
No, we were supposed to get Girls. They had Girls, yeah.
I wanted Chocolate, and it's the only one where I'm like, what are you?
I got Chocolate on my birthday show though last year.
How about you shut up?
And Ross, and it was Ross's request, and I was like, Ross, this is why I'm in love with you.
You know what? Just for that, if I ever go to the 1975 again and get the drumstick, I'm not giving it to you.
No, please. Because I love Georgina and I'd do anything for him.
I know.
Okay. I was thinking of things that I could trade him. We should have traded a Calico Critter.
I'm giving up my baby.
I'll give up my baby.
You were a neglectful mother.
Good. At least I'd have George Daniels' drumstick. So.
Anyway. What even is this episode?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I need to apologize for what they've just listened to.
We go on, like, a roller coaster of things.
Yeah,
huh?
my brain has been all over the place lately.
Same.
Like, just from working so much and then seeing the 1975 twice in 2 days.
I
like,
went to... I had
Mush.
a lot of free experiences this week.
You really did.
I saw the Grey Cup for free.
Yeah.
So I saw Green Day.
Oh, jealous.
And then I saw the 1975 for
Mm-hmm.
free. And then today saw Priscilla for free.
Yup.
Love that.
I love that for you.
My brain is not
Yeah.
even here. I'm coming off of a bad mood, so I'm just trying to be, like, really happy and go get them. And, like, I'm struggling.
Oh, you did. I'm
My
proud of
Alani
you.
has helped. It gave me the energy boost I needed.
Shout out Kim-Aid.
Kalani's!
Kalani.
Well, maybe we should have an actual, like, ending to this episode. Like, thank
Yeah.
you for watching. Like, this is the 3rd episode.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.
Thank you to our 30 viewers on the first
Yeah.
episode and, like, our 3 on the second one.
Yeah.
Shout out to our baby Jess for commenting
Yeah,
on our
love
first
you.
podcast. Love you so much.
But yeah, thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, I don't know why, and I'm so sorry for what you've endured.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed.
Fingers crossed.
Praying. And hopefully we'll have video soon. We're
trying it out.
We're working out kinks.
Danica really wants a microphone of her own.
I want my own microphone so bad because I feel like that's like the power of a podcast, you know? Like if you have a mic that you can just...
We're hoping to just, like, keep getting better and figure it out.
Like the 1975, we just keep getting better, baby.
Still at their very best.
Period. But yeah, thanks for listening to Unnecessary.
Because no one asked.